Good morning, everyone. Let's look at some of the example problems or practice problems from the algebra review. I've got these four: practice problem 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's start with practice problem 1. Practice problem 1. Y equals m times x. Y equals 10. M equals 2. Find x. In this case, I need to get x by itself on one side of the equal sign. So I make an imaginary cross right here, and I now write y. I can move the m from the top on the right side to the bottom on the left side, equals x. I now have x by itself, and every other variable can now just be plugged in. 10 divided by 2 equals x, and obviously x equals 5. If there were units, we would now add units to the answer. That's problem 1. Pretty straightforward. Practice problem 2. Y equals m times the quantity x plus b. Again, y equals 10. M equals 2, x equals 12. The unknown to find is not pound, but b. Again, we want to get b by itself. Now, this is not the equation for a straight line that you're used to, y equals mx plus b, because of these parentheses that include the quantity x plus b. So the first thing I will do is use the distributive law to get rid of the brackets. And now my goal is to get b by itself. So I subtract mx from each side. And now I take y minus mx divided by m equals b. There are other ways you could have done this. You could have divided both sides by m to start with, and then subtracted out the x value. You would get the same result. But I now have b by itself. So now I can simply substitute in the values for y, m, and x. 10 minus 2 times 12 divided by m, which is 2, equals 10 minus 24, that's negative 14, divided by 2 equals negative 7, and that's the value for b. Now, always a good idea, check your work. Let's take that value of b, plug it back into our original equation, and see if I get the same result. So 2 times 12 minus 7 equals 2 times 5, which equals 10. Check, it does. And that's the correct solution to practice problem 2. Practice problem 3 looks a little bit different. P equals F times the quantity A1 plus A2, where F equals 1,000. A1 equals 2, and A2 equals 2.5. My unknown is P. This is really straightforward. P is already on the left side of the equal sign by itself. So all I have to do is substitute in values for F and A1 and A2. 1,000 times 2.0 plus 2.5 equals 1,000 times 4.5 equals 4,500, which is my final answer. Practice problem 4 is the same problem, where P is known this time. And the unknown is A2. So our goal is to get A2 on the right side of the equal sign by itself. I'll begin by dividing both sides by F, or P over F equals A1 plus A2. I'm a long ways toward what I want to get already because I'm looking for A2 by itself. Now I can say P divided by F minus A1, I'll subtract A1 from each side, equals A2. And now I've got A2 by itself. I can now substitute in values. So 3,000 divided by 1,000 minus 1.25 equals A2. Or 3 minus 1.25 equals A2, which is 1.75. And again, if we had units on this problem, this is where I would include the units. And that completes all 4 example problems from the algebra review.